And then my back door opened, I was hit over the head. It was just a setup. And my wallet was stolen.
Oh, it was a setup.
I was up there sitting unconscious in my car in the middle of the freeway. And they took my wallet, took off, and I was just sitting there unconscious in the middle of the freeway.
I did not know that. It was a setup.
Yeah. Then
wow.
There was a bunch of cars coming close to hitting me, and a lady pulled up, and she got out of her car, and she was there trying to help me. She was opening my car and trying to wake me up and everything, but I wouldn't wake up. And she kept having to move out of the way because cars were coming.
Did you remember any of this?
No, I still don't remember any of this. Yeah, this is what I learned.
Afterwards?
Yes. And she said that a few 18-wheelers came very close to hitting my car. If an 18-wheeler would hit my car, we wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation right now. But a guy trying to get home from Thanksgiving just, boom, ran right in the back of my car. 911 was called again, and then they showed up, and an ambulance took me to Ben Taub Hospital, where I was diagnosed with a severe traumatic brain injury. Then while being treated for that, I suffered a stroke, which required brain surgery to remove the blood clot. The doctor's outlook for my life wasn't good at all. They said at best, at very best, I'd be a vegetable for the rest of my life. I'd be taken care of 24/7 by nurses, never be able to walk, never be able to talk, never be able to drive, never be able to hold a steady job. I'd just be a vegetable. That is, of course, if I lived. I praised Christ so many times for him having it be a life-changing wreck instead of a life-taking wreck. So I went in the hospital at a partying overweight 206 pounds, rolled out of the hospital in a wheelchair 3 months later at a broken 116 pounds.
106, you've lost all the way down to 160
lost
pounds.
90 pounds.
At what point did you realize what was going on, what was happening to you in the hospital? Did you know before the hospital or not till after?
Not till after the hospital.
So were you in a coma for a while? Or?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't even remember being in Ben Taub. My memory came back when I got transferred to Tier Hospital.
Okay.
And I was in Tier Hospital for about 6 weeks or so.
That's the rehabilitation hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then I had to go home for a couple months, I think. My family was taking care of me at the house, and my family never wanted me to be alone in the hospital. I had three sisters, and they all took 8-hour shifts, and they stayed with me 24/7.
They stayed with you the whole time?
Yes, ma'am. And they never wanted me to be alone.
Yes.
And I never was alone because Jesus was in my heart all the time and everything.